Perfect.
Hi.
Hello.
Hi.
How are you guys?
Good. How are you?
I'm good.
What's the weather like where you're at?
I mean, it's like sunny and warm, like sunny-ish. It's like partly cloudy, but like warm. Because are you guys in Florida?
Yeah.
So it's probably kind of similar to where
It is, yeah. I was just getting ready to say, what part of California are you from? Because when I got into LAX, I literally got off of the plane, walked outside, and was like, wait, am I back in Florida? Like, there's just palm trees and sun. It's literally the same, but okay.
I know. I'm in LA, so yeah, it's like I'm right in the middle of all of the sunshine. Like we take the train to the beach in Santa Monica, and like, yeah, it's
nice.
Awesome.
Santa Monica Pier is fun. Definitely loved that. That was like crazy how everyone just like up and down the pier, you can see people and stop, and there's musicians, and it was so cool. It was definitely
there's all kinds of stuff happening down there.
Okay, so hi. Sorry, I got distracted. I'm super excited to finally like get to chat with you. And I think that I've been like following you now for over a year. I'm pretty sure of it now. So hi.
Hello.
Hi. And I'm the one you've been corresponding with.
Nice to meet both of you virtually.
Yeah, virtually. One of these days, we're gonna come out to California. Say
420.
420. Mine says, it's all just a bunch of hocus pocus.
I love that.
Oh, yay. I have on one of my shirts that I made.
I was just getting ready to ask that. Yeah, she makes clothing.
So pretty.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about my Etsy shop. I have an Etsy shop called Highly Crafty as well. You can find it at Get Highly Crafty on Etsy. But yeah, I have all kinds of little clothes, earrings, headbands, decor for the home. I've got pillows, purses, whatever you need. Yes.
And you did a collaboration piece with her name's Jessica from the Mom Lane, right?
Oh, yeah.
And we've had her on our podcast talking about like cannabis influencers and things like that, because she does a ton of, oh my gosh, she's like, she should be all of our mentors basically.
I am like, how do you do it? Because I don't have the patience to figure out Instagrammy like things, and she does wellness. She like, yeah, she is on it.
I know. And today Instagram is down. Actually,
and Facebook.
Yeah, Facebook, WhatsApp, and Canva.
Okay. Oh, Canva doesn't work either?
Yeah.
Dang, that's weird.
I know. It was like a crazy day. I actually had to go on Twitter today. Like I actually had to tweet. tweet.
And maybe
like, what is this?
Twitter account too, man. Maybe I have to check it out.
Yeah, see, you should be tweeting today.
Wow.
Okay, so I guess, yeah, so today, or when we record, we usually will have like a little part where we do a cheers.
Oh, okay.
So if you have it, this is the time in the podcast where, if you have it, you can vape it, smoke it, dab it, tincture it, bop it, toss it.
Well, we're not passing because
we're not passing. No.
Okay.
Pull it.
I'm ready.
What do you? Oh, you go.
What are you using today?
So I have my little orange elephant bowl type. I don't know. I like it because the carb is the booty hole, and so I like to be like little butthole. But it's like so cute. Like
that's hilarious.
I actually have an LA like a weed. It's Traditional is the brand, but it was like grown, manufactured, everything in LA. So like, woo, represent.
Florida, we basically only have that because we're a vertical integration state. So it has to be grown here. It has to be packaged here. It has to be from brands in this state.
Wait, so how, okay, but like, what, is it easy to get? It's not recreational.
Yeah,
But,
there's
like,
not adult use. It is medicinal only. So you have to get a card. You have to have like 1 of 5 or whatever qualifying conditions. And then there's like a bunch of subcategories in those conditions too. So for like PTSD, if you have anxiety or depression, you can also find a doctor who can approve you for a card. So you have to get a card legally and be a resident.
Oh yeah. Man, okay. Wow.
And we can only have like the third party, like Blue River terps. We can only have a Blue River terp product if it's brought in by True Leaf, which is a Florida dispensary. And
also, everything has to be Florida like linked or based somehow.
Yes, has to be made in Florida. To me, it's like capitalism on drugs, like on cocaine. Like it's
because then like you have to do it all here. It's all got to stay in Florida. Like, yeah.
So I think that would be a good segue into actually what is it like being in the cannabis space in California, for one, as a woman.
Yeah.
Because it really is a male dominated space. And in we have a lot of corporate cannabis. So a lot of corporate cannabis is white dominated. So please, like, tell us about your experience.
I mean, I actually don't do, like, I don't deal with a lot of companies. I don't do a lot of like influencer things. However, I just started working at a dispensary. Like, there is like you have to fit this certain mold kind of in the cannabis industry. It's like, you got to be sexy. You got to have money or like know the right it's like these little holes that you have to drop into, and if you don't fit into that, then it's like, good luck. Like, maybe one day be represented, but
I 100% agree. We've talked about this with we've talked about this with Jane West, and she was talking about how there's a lot of companies that are like, equity, women in cannabis, but there's actually no like anyone else except for old white men in charge. And she's like, there's a lot of companies saying it, but there's not a lot of companies like doing it.
Exactly.
And I guess I misspoke. I was wondering, like, what is your experience as being a comedian in the cannabis space? Because it is kind of like mainstreamed in that space right now.
I mean, it's been nice for me because I initially didn't think of myself as like a cannabis comedian necessarily, like a lot of my set is like making fun of my white husband, and like talking about being a mom, and we, like, to me it was like those were like my 3 main things. But like, now that cannabis in California and LA specifically is such a mainstream thing, it's such a big deal, there's so many shows that are like the green hangout, like this, or just like where it's like the 420 show, or the like puffs a lot, there's so many shows where it's like, oh, I'm perfect for that. Like, we're gonna smoke weed and like talk about weed. It's like, so I think that it's blown up, and it still is. Like, there's still so many like guys, and so many, like, there was a show that I did at Cannabis Capital that was like awesome, great show, put together awesome. The 2 regular hosts are comedians. They're white guys. Nothing about weed. Nothing, like, they're just not, like, one of them's super MMA. The other, I don't really know what his thing is, but it's like, they're a comedian, or, like, it's like, why wouldn't Cannabis Capital get someone who's like, hey, I do a lot of weed content? You know what I mean? where it's like, I don't think that I don't think that there's like still, it's not inclusive, or like they're not trying. Exact is my kind of thing, you know. It's like, oh, we booked a woman, so like we're
Is the comedian, I guess it's a part of the entertainment industry, being a comedian, and is that like subcategory also just as cliquey?
very much, yeah. Like one, this comedian who I actually did the show at Cannabis Capital with, his name is Mateen Stewart. Give him a follow. He posted like a little, you know, picture on Instagram, and it was like how to get booked in comedy, like in LA. And it was like, number one, be a booker. Number two, be friends with a booker. Number three, be somebody a booker wants to sleep with, on down, you know, like all these things. And then number 100, the last thing on the list was be funny, because it is very much that vibe of like, you have to know these people, you have to talk to these people, you have to do that, you know, like it is very cliquey, and being funny or being talented is kind of not the last thing, but like it's farther down than you would think, you know. So there is that clickiness, and that I think that's part of what kept me, or keeps me from really being like, oh yes, I want to be, I'm an influencer, I'm going for this, I'm going to try to get brands, I'm going to, because it's like I don't want to try. I don't want to sell myself. I'm fucking awesome. If you don't think so, that's cool. But like, you're wrong. But like, you know, I'm just to that point where I'm like, I'm gonna be me. People will gravitate towards me. Things will work out. Like, I don't want to have to sell myself and schmooze and kiss ass, you know?
So ironically enough, I do feel like comedians, they have to do the exact opposite. They have to make you feel like shit about yourself while making you laugh at yourself. Like if you're a good comedian, you can really call someone out, but everyone's like, oh, this is fucking hilarious. So I get that maybe that's why you're in that field, because you don't want to have to, like, I can't say shit about the companies that I work for that I really don't like some of the things that they do, but I can't say anything publicly about it because they're the ones like,
It's like you're paying my
paying me. So, I just like stay silent. But I do feel that, like, I've been doing social media photography work for quite some time, maybe like 7 or 8 years.
Yeah.
And then when I made myself the photography piece and the brand, I got kind of like weirded out, and I really had to recall what I've learned in like therapy about like my boundaries and like personal boundaries, and then use those on myself, and like not working on the weekends and not taking pictures on the weekends and not posting things on the weekends and like not doing that. But then I realized that like I am an LLC. Like it's weird. Like I am a brand. Like what? So weird to me sometimes. I'm like, this is bugging with my brain. Like, no.
Yeah.
So yeah, I really do understand that.
Too. You're like, you are the brand. Do you know? Like, it's like somebody once was like, oh, aren't you like worried about people like knowing that you like smoke weed or something? You're a mom, like, aren't you worried about it? And I was like, I mean, I guess not really. Like, I'm a stand-up comedian and I talk about it. It's all over the internet. Like, I literally recorded something for like a company, to go on television. Like, it's out there. Like, I'm not worried in my personal life, I guess, because it's like, that's me. It's already out there kind of thing. So it's weird to be in that position of like, I am a brand, like I am my brand that I'm trying to get out there. It's, you can work with that. And two, I mean, I like I am a people please. Like, I'm a comedian. There is definitely a part of me that's very much like me, please, everyone like me. But it's also, like, I luckily have a husband too who can remind me, and it's just like, dude, fuck them. Like, dude, like that's like my favorite thing. That's like my motivational speech from him when I'm like they didn't even pick me and like nobody even thought about me or that. And he's like, dude, fuck them. You're awesome. And I'm like, you're right. I am. Thank you. Like, let's go. So like, it's good to be able to like have a nice balance. And, obviously everyone gets kind of bogged down sometimes, or you give in to the negative self-talk. But yeah, I think my mom really did a good job of instilling in me of like, look, you are who you are, go with it full for like, be proud of yourself, just everything, like I remember I was like, what if I don't go to college and I just decide to like do artsy, and she's like, I will love you. You will be amazing. Whatever. Fine. You'll be the best. Go to clown school. You'll be the best clown ever, like, and so that kind of freedom of like, let me just be who I am. Let's just try and figure it out. Not worry about what other people are thinking or saying or doing. And let's just try to find my own way. So awesome. Yeah, I think it's worked out for me. And it's, slowly I'm seeing things where I'm like, okay, maybe that is a possibility. Like, I didn't think that Highly Crafty could actually be a business, but now I'm like, oh, okay, maybe it is a business, like my body make that hair, but like I've got the, you know what I mean? It's just like,
yes,
do you have these perfect little, and then I've got, and like, what? It's just so wild. Yeah.
I have the straight hair, and then my daughter has like these perfect, this beautiful fro that I fucking love. And like, I'm like, wow, how did I make that? That is amazing. So amazing. And then my youngest, she's just white, and she has a straight brown hair, and not once has anyone ever been like, oh, let me touch her hair. So then I fucking realized, anyways, there's a lot of other things that go along with that. Yeah. And no one ever like questions like where she comes from, but everyone always questioned where like my oldest came from.
Yeah, I was like, oh, are those your kids? Whenever I'm anywhere, it's like, are they yours? Like,
no, I kidnapped her.
They're just calling me mom for fun. Yeah.
Yeah. I've gotten asked many times, am I the babysitter? I'm like, no, I don't think anyone's gonna trust me with their child. Like, I had to make this one. I promise.
Yeah.
So yeah, boundaries are very important, especially with daughters, and especially with like, yeah. So being in California, do you think that it's like more widely accepted when you talk about like cannabis being in a public space? Because I noticed in California, you can use and consume anywhere. In Florida, we're not allowed to do that.
Oh.
Anywhere.
Like just walking down the road.
Walking down the beach in front of the police, you can do that shit.
That's true. We can kind of do it anyway.
I went to Cali when it was first legal and went to a convention, a vape convention, and they had cannabis there, and I hit somebody's blunt and a cop walked by and I was like, oh my God. And they're like, no, it's cool. Like, it's totally legal. And I was like, right in front of the officer just to like see if anything happened.
Wait, what?
This is not Florida.
No, it's not Florida.
But I didn't know it could be anywhere.
I do think there is more, like now, especially now that I'm working in this dispensary in my neighborhood, like the people that I see come in, sometimes they're like, oh, you, okay, girl, get you some gummies, or like, it's just kind of like, really? Like, even yesterday I was working and there was two women who like, they looked like they had like, look at me wrong, like I feel like it's more accepted here. There's a lot of people I get who like come to the store and they're like, hey, like, what do you sell here? Like, what's in there? Like they just don't know. And I tell them and they're like,
do you use CBD products?
I do. I mean, I don't really use anything regularly, but like, I do have some like little tinctures, and I love like CBD rubs, like the little balms and rubs and stuff. I use those a lot. But yeah, I mean, I think for the most part, I'm all about that THC, and I've been incorporating more like THCA and CBN, CBG, stuff like that. But yeah,
I really like I thought CBD was just like not going to do anything.
Same.
And then I was like, wow, I'm dumb. That was stupid.
I'm like, I wasted so much time shunning CBD, but it actually, yeah, because I did a month where I wasn't doing THC. And I was so pleasantly surprised that I was like, hold up, CBD gives me a little something. So,
Yeah, it's not like the headiness, but
no,
it definitely relaxes my body. And I'm like, not gonna kill people. Like I definitely, yeah. So I started using more CBD, CBG, CBN, and more of those products. And I was like, oh my gosh, this is like, what the hell? This is so good. Why? How good? We are a med state. Like, how come we don't have more of this?
of the med stuff. Yeah.
Exactly. So yeah, I don't know. I encourage everyone to at least use, and I'm trying to get her to use more CBD because all she wants to do is use concentrate. She doesn't even like to use flour.
I've been using flour. Have been. Okay. Yes, I did jump full force with concentrate. But I have this vaporizer that has made me start really enjoying using flour. And I'm noticing different effects on my body compared to when I just dab my heart away.
Yes. Oh, see, I can't dab. I'm like terrible at
Oh.
dabbing. So like I have a little terp pen that I sometimes use,
Yeah.
but like for them, it's gotta be charged and like all that. But yeah, for the most part, I'm like, I do use concentrates. I just put it on top of my flour. Like if I want, like a little topper, a little treat.
Razzle dazzle.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would do that too. That's called my bedtime bowl. And I do like a heavy indica and then a heavy like indica concentrate and then take like 2 hits of that and then I'm out. But I guess my main is like edibles. I wish we had more CBD edibles. I personally would like to take that like daily. I like to take CBD every day, but I don't want to smoke every day because I've actually used to be a cigarette smoker and then I quit and then I started vaping and then I quit nicotine. So now I'm trying to like phase all of that out, even with like cannabis too.
Oh, okay.
But because I mean, like technically speaking, like it's not good. I'm putting smoke into my lungs, no matter what smoke it is. Like if it's cannabis smoke, whatever, burning my enemies, whatever, any smoke, it's not going to be good to inhale. So I'm trying to like smoke less and do the like non-combustible. So we have a Da Vinci vape. She has one too. That's why she started using more flower products.
That's so compact. I have like a giant volcano vaporizer.
Oh,
with the bags.
Yeah, which I love because I'm trying to combust less too. So I'm all about the drinks. Like, oh my God, drinks and tablets, like little pills, have been like the best.
More too. But I have another question. So like you were saying, there are more virtual comedians, and I have noticed that too. Like obviously everyone was at home and then everyone became a photographer, everyone became a comedian, everyone became a content creator. And I'm like, cool, the more the merrier. But also some of y'all are a little like
I miss content that was like curated, that was like special. Like I feel like there's a lot of content creators now, comedians now, who are just kind of lazy maybe. Like it's like, oh, here's my content for the day. I'm dancing, I'm smoking while I look cool, and it's like, okay, but like, can I get something else to, I just like content that's like thought out. That's like, let's cook this, let's make this, let me teach you how to do this, or let's like something, like, oh, I really thought about this and I'm taking the, just, it's a lot of it seems lazy, I feel like maybe.
Do you think that those shorts, how all of the shorter content creation is being pushed right now because of like the TikTok boom?
Yeah.
So maybe if we got back to like the longer videos, like YouTube, you can have a video go on for an hour.
That's true.
But
and I like the short videos. I just feel like, I don't know, I 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 feel like, I don't know, a lot of it seems like, it just seems like people are like, oh, this is a great idea, I'm filming it.
But also I'm like, some of these are relatable and some of these feel so, you got this script from someone else, you copied this idea from someone else, you didn't even think about like how this is going to look in your setting or with your eyes, with your perception doing it. Like, I don't know, it gets a little sometimes with the quality.
Exactly.
But I'm wondering,
yeah, I'll just go ahead and be me.
same. I definitely agree. I asked I asked my 14-year-old, I was like, why do you guys keep doing like these TikTok trends? Like, you all realize you're just copying the one person and then you're all like redoing it. Like, you realize that, right? And she's just kind of like looking at me like, what do you want, mother? Like, yeah, I fucking know. I don't know what the fuck to tell you. Like, she just gave me that face, you know?
Yeah.
And
I don't
she
know
just
why
kinda, like turns her head to the side and she's like, I don't know. I don't do it. I'm like, okay, well, why don't you do it? And she's like, because I'm not going to copy everyone and try to do the same thing. I'm like, okay, yeah, see, so I guess I'm not alone in my confusion.
Not at all. Because I'm just like, I don't understand it. Some of it I'm like, oh, that's a fun little trend, like the cute fashion things where it's like, oh, all these outfits, like, yes, love. But like, some of it, it's
dances. Perfs. I've just been sitting back. I was gonna input on the how everything's like super fast paced, now everybody's like, okay, you got to capture people's attention in X amount of time. And if you have something like, you can't do like the 3-minute videos because everybody doesn't want to sit for a 3-minute video. So you're like, damn, I gotta like fit everything to 30 seconds to keep everybody's attention span. And I think that's why everything's just going to this online quick content creating, because everybody's just constantly like, I need my next fix. I need my next fix. Scroll, 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 tap, tap, tap. So
yeah. All of it. I love
all of it.
All of the strains, all of the forms. I'm just like, give me.
And I feel like the more variety you incorporate, the better it is too.
Yeah, man, entourage effect. All of them.
Yeah, that's what I say too. That's why
I
made her start smoking the flower.
yes, gotta get them all.
Yep. Okay, I guess that's everything.
Yeah, I think that's it.
Well, thank you so much for coming.
Yes.
This was
I can't wait to see all of your new future projects and shows and products, I guess.
Yes.
I really do like the clothing.
Thank you. I know I'm going to make, I think I'm going to start with kimonos is going to be like my first thing, but I think I might release some kimonos on my Etsy shop. So the look out.
Okay, nice. All right. I will. Tag me. I'll share it. I'll post it. I'll do whatever you want. I'll tag other people in it. Well, thank you for coming and thank you for chatting with us about cannabis comedians in California.
Yay! The 3 C's.
That's funny. Well, it was a pleasure. But I always feel like it's a pleasure anytime I like see you, or when your kids and you are like at the park. It's like you're just so uplifting and positive. Like, you're literally positivity. So
Thank you.
Thanks for being that in the world. We need more of that.
Definitely.
Thank you. It makes me feel so good.
All right. I don't know how to end it, so you have to end it. All right. Have a good day.
Bye.
See you later.
Bye.
Bye.